The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations is organizing this forum as part of the conversation to deepen understanding on the tax reform bills. Those in attendance include the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Muhammad Idris, the Presidential Committee on Tax Reforms, politicians, religious and traditional rulers, as well as the academia. Themed Tax Reforms, Role of Public Relations in Fostering Constructive Dialogue for National Renaissance, the president of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations lays the foundation for the discussion.
We saw the responsibility to provide this credible professional platform for citizens to engage with government on this issue of tax reforms. We have done research, we have followed up, we have engaged, and we can really predict that unless we all sit down as we are sitting down today to discuss this matter, people may not understand where government is going.
A member of the Presidential Committee on Tax Reforms explains the importance of the bill.
The government is not ready or willing to tax poverty, but to tax prosperity. The next policy direction is to make our economy competitive. You know, most of us, we complain that some businesses are going to Ghana, going to different places. So how can we make our environment, business climate, business environment competitive so that it will attract investors?
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Idris, describes the ongoing review of the country's tax laws as timely and crucial.
The ongoing review of the country's tax laws and realities is not just timely, but it is also crucial, especially as part of a larger set of macroeconomic reforms aimed at setting the country on an irreversible path of growth and development.
There were concerns and questions on certain parts of the bill, including the education tax and VAT sharing formula.
If you look at the development levy, they have the intention in the long run is to eliminate some aspect that we are benefiting now, which I want them to take into consideration. What the government, we are thinking in the academia is that the government is planning to privatize these institutions so that they will be charging fees to students, which in the long run is going to affect the poor people. I want them to look into this.
During the panel discussion, some of the panelists highlight the pros and cons of the tax reform bills.
This is the first time in the history of Nigeria where a bold and courageous attempt is made to reconfigure, reset, and rearrange Nigeria's economy that has been parasitic, dormant, and docile. We have been told that this is the giant of Africa, but where lies our economy? You will continue to be opposed, you will continue to be challenged until the fruit of those reforms started bearing fruit.
There is the need for us to begin to build trust within the polity. We need to understand that I don't trust my government to collect this tax and use it to do something that will affect me as an individual. What comes to my mind is that this tax will just eventually enrich the already richer persons to my own detriment.
According to the Information Minister, the federal government will continue to engage diverse views on the bill to ensure that all concerns are resolved.
Please, if you are not